This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man, Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let's start it off. The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Man, we had such a good time yesterday with the relationship show. We had the Dee Starks show on with us tonight. They're coming back, hang out with us, chilling, as well as the regular crew. What's up, Marcella?
Hello, how are you? What's up?
Coco.
Sorry, you
Coco. I'm messing with you.
You need a lot of help.
I do.
It's time to be toxic. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I ain't gonna do that.
Wait a minute.
Everything good, life coach?
I'm good, yo. I'm not gonna be toxic though. I'm not doing that tonight.
Hey man, it's getting ready to get wild. It's getting ready to get wild. Moby's back.
What up, Mo?
What's happening, family? What that caca came out your mouth?
Bro, my brother, Griffin, what's going on, brother? With you,
That's
brother.
what it is.
We ain't gonna hesitate, man. Look, this guy has a podcast, man. It's doing so well out there. All right, it's fun, it's lively, it's I call it Dope Living Junior, but anyway,
all right,
Dope Living Junior.
Dee Starks Podcast, none other than Dee Starks. What's going on, brother?
What's going on with you, man?
what's up?
What's going on, bro?
Not much, man. Back again.
Appreciate you coming through, hanging out with us. Gotta do it, man. We do these relationships. These are fun to us. All right. Number one, we get a chance to ask them some questions that you guys aren't afraid to ask. Dee knows about that. They do it all the time on the Dee Starks podcast.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get a chance to just know who we are. Period. All right. So let's go ahead, man. Let's get this started. Okay. Now I was looking at something, man, and this question just came up to me. Did you marry or did you get with the person that you love, or did you learn to love the person that you're with?
Wow.
I'm gonna be honest when I answer this question because I'm gonna be honest with it.
I need honesty.
It's a little bit of both. Because as time goes on, you still got to learn to love the person you with, because people change as time go on too. You know what I mean? Especially in the beginning of the marriage, you look at stuff, that's our honeymoon, right? Even with dating has a honeymoon phase. I believe marriage has a honeymoon phase too. For some people, I'll say for some people, because some people have been in relationships for so long that it's easy to migrate those parts of the relationship over to the marriage because they were already doing it. You know what I mean? So it's not like most people put emphasis on title of being a husband or a wife. They just like, oh, okay, we just keep the same movements and they don't worry about the title. But for some people,
let me tell you,
With the paper.
Yeah.
My wife, the one that the last one, I'm telling you, we had spoke on the phone, right? But we spoke on the phone. I'll put it like that.
Yeah.
Man, when I went to go see her, I knew exactly who she was. All right.
Okay.
And I can say that I loved her that's the person that I wanted to be with. I loved her. All right. I married the person that I loved. I didn't have to learn to love her. Okay. I knew who she was. It was like she floated every time I saw her. She didn't.
Love, okay?
I'm telling you.
That might have been something else, G.
What was it about her that you loved?
Her conversation, first of all right. Her conversation was man, it was something else. It was we connected here. All right. We talked about a lot of things. Okay. We gave each other instances, what ifs, and it was just organic, man. It was really nice. And she wasn't bad to look at either, of course, but
all right.
But here's the thing. And a lot of people, and I've told you guys this, when we first we went out, we were so tired. We went to, I got a hotel. We just laid in each other's arms and held each other. Didn't do nothing. Because I knew that I loved this woman right here. And I said, I'm not going to do anything to mess it up. Of course, we're not married now, but hey,
But that was also respect. You respected her.
Yeah.
And all that. Yeah.
That's where that came from. That's why you was able to just lay down and chill, had a conversation. Because sometimes it's just best to go at that woman's pace. You know what I mean? Everybody want to move so fast, but sometimes you got to be willing to slow it down for your partner.
And that was cool, man. What do you think, D?
Yeah, when I realized I loved the one I was, the one I'm with now, every time she was away from me, man, I was missing her. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to text her, see how you doing. You know what I'm saying? And it was the same vibe. You know what I'm saying? She get up in the morning, she beat me saying good morning. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was special, man. It was special. Yeah.
Now, old Mo, because you the old guy in this marriage game.
Yeah, I've been there for 30 years. I've been together for 30 years. So, I mean, it was basically the same thing. I mean, that void is when you're not around them. A lot of people try to get away from their spouses once they get married or get hooked up. A lot of people try to go in the opposite direction, but I didn't feel like that ever. And, to this day, it's 30-something years later, I don't feel like that if I don't feel like I need to get away, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people try to run away, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Donald says he met his wife in the blue room 35 years ago.
I remember the blue room.
He knew she was the one. Knew she was the one. Glenna said, could she have been not that great looking, but have all the rest of those attributes? Yes.
Well, beauty is in the eye. The beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I mean, what looks good to you, what looks good to you don't look,
Yeah.
And when you see somebody else, you know what I'm saying? That's in the eye of the beholder.
And when you're going in for looks, man, it's lust. It's not love.
Right. Come on now.
There you go. It's love.
And a lot of times, as you get older and you're still with that person, sometimes those looks leave. Yeah. And the thing is, when you can, I'm gonna take my turn anyway. I like what Greg said. For my ex, it was we can talk. I like to talk about everything from A through Z. It can be religion, it can be politics, it can be just what's happening, current
on
events.
The same level.
And if I cannot have an intelligent conversation with you, I get bored easily. And it's not about, again, all of the looks. Now you gotta look good to me. But it doesn't have to be where all the women, like, wow, he's fine and all that. But at times, they might lose the looks. They might lose the body. And
it's going to happen if you're blessed to get old anyway.
And what's left? Also, you have some people that look at the money. And I will tell a guy in a heartbeat, who are you? I will ask him, who are you without the money? Just like God gave you the money, they can take the money from you, but who am I left with? Am I going to argue? Do I have to worry about any type of abuse? Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, mentally? Would I have to deal with that? Are we just going to be in a big house and can't even talk to each other? Because I don't like to argue. And I'm not going to argue. I'll just look at you crazy and I'll walk right off. Or you can be right in my face and I can tune you out. And that's how it ended up with my ex while we're no longer together, because he got to the point he liked to argue. And then he got upset because I would just, like, as he said, look straight through him. Just look straight through him and like he's not even there. So, but
Man, that's cool.
yeah, it's that that mind, and where's your heart as well.
All right, we're gonna try to get a lot of this stuff in. Okay, good comment, Marcella. So let's move on. So you get mad at each other in your relationships, right? And the women, most of the times, 80% of that, 99.9% of the time, I keep boosting it up. They want to withhold sex from you, right?
Oh,
okay. Well, if you acting like this, then the box is closed. Okay, so
good job, close it.
But are men given the same grace when they withhold intimacy?
That's not gonna happen in the male.
Right. I don't think it's a man really withholding intimacy.
Yeah. Let's check this video out.
Totally different.
I got a video. Let's check this out.
Not once do we say, why doesn't she want to sleep with me? Why doesn't she want to give me this intimacy? Like, why is this happening? Because we completely dismiss postpartum. We completely dismiss depression. We completely dismiss hormonal. There's not, a woman don't get with a man and say, I'm not going to fuck him. I don't ever want to sleep with him again. I don't want to suck his. That's not what goes down. So are we caring about that woman's mental health as well?
No. We definitely caring about that woman's mental health. But again, when that argument is made, and that's why that shit bros me the wrong way, because we act like men not out here going through too.
Exactly.
Man out there working his ass off to provide that lifestyle that you enjoy so much, that bag you like to buy, that car you like to drive, all that shit like that. I'm busting my to make sure that you have the lifestyle that you need. So I'm going through too. But the difference is, I don't get to use that as no excuse not to please you, not to please you. So on the opposite end, again, I'm not saying that men, hey, don't have no understanding for that, be selfish. Because of course, women go through that men could never understand, right? But all I ask is that the effort and the intention is there. And a lot of women drop the ball on that shit and just chalk it up to, hey, life got in the way. I don't want to hear life got in the way because I don't get to use that excuse myself.
Facts. I agree. It's not a level playing field.
That's deep. I mean, and you know, you don't need to weaponize the sex. I mean, that right there, you're setting yourself up for failure. You know, weaponize. If women are weaponizing sex, and if you got a woman that you done started a relationship with, and for some crazy reason y'all been intimate, and they weaponize the sex, then you're gonna have a real short relationship because what you don't get at home, you're gonna get it someplace else. I'm just being fun.
That's true, Mo. That's true.
And that was told to me before I got married. And it was like just something, it was like just a little tidbit. When you get, once you guys get married, if you're not having sex with your husband, most men, there's somewhere else, someone else can do it. And then also the Bible tells you that your body belongs to your spouse.
Well, you got a lot of these women not just weaponizing sex, they weaponize kids and everything, you know.
Cooking, just being there, the support. And
I'll tell you this. What was you gonna say, Mo?
And just like he said, you know, a lot of them look for that bag, you know, they want that bag. And you know, and you out there sweating just as hard as she is supposedly. And or she not sweating at all, he's sweating hard. And you know, they catching the bag, but he ain't, you know.
But you know,
catching hell. So
that goes back to the communication. When you're getting into the relationship, how you handle conflict.
That's right.
Facts. And I'll tell you this too. The older I get, the more I start to realize, hey, people, rest is valuable. Can I tell you that? If I'm tired, I'm going to underperform anyway. So it's not saying no, we can't do it just because maybe I want to go ahead and give you 1000% of me. I want to give you all of me. Maybe I don't want to give you 30%. You know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe I just don't want to roll over and give you 20% and be done.
I think that's different.
but I'm just saying, because what if I don't want to dissatisfy you. I want to satisfy you. You know,
and I think that makes a lot of sense there, and that can go both ways for the woman as well.
Yes, definitely.
But I think that's different from I'm pissed off because we had a disagreement, and I'm still mad at you, so I'm going to show you. I'm going to hold off and close up that cookie jar. So there's a big difference between those two. If you're not feeling well, for real, not feeling well. Now I just got a headache because I'm not trying. I'm mad. You didn't, do this for me. And again, when I'm talking, that can go both ways as well. So that is a big difference. That should be understandable. And you shouldn't try to force anything, especially, when someone's not well, for real. Because like you said, they cannot perform.
When I'm angry, I ain't trying to have sex with you nowhere if I'm angry.
And see, that's the problem. And see, that's the problem right there. When a woman is angry, I know a lot of women that have said, hey, I'm shutting it down with this because they know that that's what their man wants. So
you can shut it down with me because guess what? Look, I'm gonna be funny with this. You can shut it down with me because you know why? Because if you coming at me with a bad attitude, you look less attractive to me now. So I don't want to let. If you coming at me with attitude, you can withhold it all you want. That just makes you look unattractive to me. And then now I will be ready when all that stuff is let go. Then I'll be ready to make a move on you. But if you upset and you angry, you already unattractive already. So you
can't get into it. You just can't
weaponize it if you want.
So can I ask you guys a question? So if let's say you're married or you're in a long-term relationship, committed relationship, if that happens, do you feel that it's okay to go elsewhere?
No.
That
goes back to the beginning of the relationship. If you found the person, the one that you are with, you would never do anything to hurt her. Right. Vice versa. She wouldn't do anything to hurt you. I don't know how people don't understand that, because guess what? We're gonna be blessed to get older. Thank God we're gonna be blessed to get older and live together. You got to have somebody that you understands you. You understand them.
That's
y'all
right.
Communicate. Y'all able to do all of that stuff without the sex is the bonus. The looks are the bonus. That's the bonus on the relationship. If all that's gone, then you still got a great relationship. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Okay. Y'all notice I shut up through all.
Okay, everybody. Somebody didn't answer over in that corner over there.
Yeah, I'm not going to either. Now, let's move on.
Come on with it. Come on.
And Marcy, this is a good question. You're in a relationship and it's growing, it's flourishing. Should marriage be the goal?
While dating.
I didn't say when dating. Should marriage be the goal?
Okay, so let's tweak that a little bit and say while dating, should marriage be the goal? Because you have some people that are like, I'm not going to date just to date.
But
if
Marcy,
I'm going to date someone, if I'm just going to,
Did you hear what I said? I said you're in a relationship. The relationship's going strong. Okay, should marriage be the goal? I said that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
This is when the question I gave you, since I gave you that question,
you said dating, but I just said you're in a relationship.
But I'm saying before you get in a relationship, you have some reason why I'm trying
like to argue, y'all.
No, I don't. Just with you, because you my thorn. You my thorn. And I'm saying, should dating, the primary goal of dating, be for the sake of marriage only? Because you have some people like, okay, I'm looking at this guy, I'm looking at this girl, and because I want to be married. Now, say that other person tell you, I just want to date. I'm looking for companionship. I don't ever want to get married. You have a lot of people be like, well, I'm not going to even date you because I want to be married. So I'm not going to waste my time trying to date you because you don't want to.
We're gonna have to cut that, Marcy. We got to get some short answers now. I'm not being funny.
Say my question correctly.
I got it. I think, man, when you go into a relationship, the first couple of dates, man, you talk about a lifespan. What you see 7-5 years, what you want out of life. If I'm that person that want to be married and you don't told me on the first 3 dates that, hey, look, you're not that person that want to be married, why waste my time?
Flag it up. That's right.
It is. Yep. And you got to be intentional on what you're looking for and what you want in the beginning.
And be honest with the other person.
Be honest with the other. Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, be open. And, you know, some of those relationships actually do good by letting time pass, letting that, relationship evolve. You just never know. It turns into a friend situation, where it turns into a best friend situation, where it turns into a love situation. But sometimes at the beginning, y'all probably wouldn't even thinking about being together forever. But you can't stand to be without each other in company. You know what I mean? And that's what happened with me and Marianne.
So the answer,
story.
the answer, I guess, is that you should be thinking about marriage if you're in a dating. Okay, say it like Marcy said. If you're dating, marriage should be the goal, right? Right.
If that's what you want, if that's what the two of you want, because everyone don't want that.
Glenna says if the parties involved want marriage, like you just said, Marcy, some marriage is not the goal. Be honest with what you want and need.
Exactly.
Ella, what's going on? She says in the beginning, establish what you want.
Hi, Ella.
Ella.
Have that conversation. You don't have that conversation, you're lost.
It's true.
Somebody ring a doorbell or something?
It's me. I'm at the no.
Okay. Anyway, what are the pros and the cons of dating an older man? Let's look at that video.
What are the pros and the cons to dating guys older than me?
Ain't nobody in here ever had a teacher or a professor that was the same age as him. If we kings, we kings. Let us teach.
So what do you teach her?
Amen.
What are some of the things you teach her?
Amen, king. Teacher.
That took a damn turn. When you date somebody older, sometimes they can act like they your parent, and they can step. And then, because I'm listening to how you took control of that whole conversation, and that was kind of questionable right there, because it told me something, just like it told the rest of y'all something. You hear me? Okay. The problem is that when it's somebody younger than you, you feel like you can fix them. You want them to move at your pace in life, but you have to be careful. I'm gonna say this to you because I'm not in y'all relationship. I'm gonna say this to you right here. Okay. You still have to learn life at your own pace, okay? It's beautiful that you have somebody that can hold you accountable because of their life experiences, but this is your life. You can't merge your identity to him because he has more life experiences than you, okay? So be careful with that. Now, I'm not saying that it's predatory what it is that you're doing. I'm just saying when you enter that dynamic, it's very easy to feel like I am a parent. I am fathering you. I'm trying to fix you. I'm trying to teach you. And although it may come from a good place, good intent, sometimes it's not always good for you.
I like her. That. I like every time she has something.
10. Shoot, it's all there.
Yes. Jordan. Hey, Jordan.
What's up, Jordan?
What's going on, y'all, man? How y'all doing?
Good.
Jordan, you saw that video, right?
Yeah, I seen the video.
What you think about it, bro?
Well, listen, I ain't never dated a man, didn't plan on it.
Well, flip it to an older woman.
But I mean, reality is whenever you date somebody older or younger than you, they're gonna have different life experiences than you. And even if you're dating somebody your age, they're gonna have different life experiences than you. So age really doesn't matter. But I think that a lot of people misconstrue guidance for criticism. So a lot of people assume that because you're giving them sound advice from your perspective is criticizing how they feel about what they want to do, which is not. You know, if for example, I live in a bad neighborhood, and I ain't saying Gary is a bad neighborhood. This is just an example, Marcy. So let's say I live in a bad neighborhood and I tell D, hey, listen, don't drive down Pierce Street because they might, jack your tires. You know what I'm saying? They might take your car. They might rob you. I've learned from those experiences. Now, if D go ahead and do whatever he want to do and drive down Pierce Street and get robbed, that's on him.
That's on him.
That's on him. I gave you the knowledge I had. You didn't want to use it. You did what you wanted to do. And that's just like with a relationship. I think a lot of the times people, especially when she said that predatory comment, I've heard a lot of the times that when older men date younger women, they criticize for being predators. And when in actuality, the crazy part about it is a lot of younger women prefer older men because they become established. They have more money, more resources, more knowledge. If you look back at, I think the most desirable man, they had like a most desirable man issue or something like that for most magazines. It's always an Idris Elba or a Brad Pitt or a man that's 40 plus, you know what I'm saying? Older gentleman established in his life. Women, to me, typically seek resources and a mature man versus men seeking older women. And I would say if a younger dude is after an older woman, it's probably because he trying to knock that off his bucket list. I'm not saying that it won't work out, but a lot of the time, you know,
he might be chasing a bag.
Yeah, maybe so.
I got something to say about that, sir. Because
Go
I was
ahead,
with
then
an
I
older
have
woman,
something to say.
and she was, and so because everybody else know here, but Jordan and Dee don't know this. She was almost 30 years older than me, and we were together for 10 years, married for 3. So let me tell y'all just a little bit, real quick, off that experience alone. You know, I do agree with you, Jordan, when you say age. You know, age ain't got nothing to do with it, but it plays a big part because when we start looking at that part of life, what she was talking about, you know what I mean? That life experience, she did come off as more of somebody who wanted to direct me and guide me. One of the biggest issues that we had was that I had to learn some stuff on my own. Now, yeah, I could be a man. I could provide for the household. I feel that that's just in us to do already. We want to take care of what is ours. You know what I mean? So that part I got. But in terms of learning those life experiences, she always wanted to direct me in those areas. Instead of letting me be a man and learn on my own and fall, because a man has to fall on his own. He don't need a woman to tell him how to fall, or a woman to say, hey, go this direction. And if it don't work out, because we don't want to play the I told you so game. We just want to say we men want to play the game and say, okay, I learned from this experience. I messed up, but I can make it right. You know, I didn't have that chance with her. So now I know with being somebody that is my age now I have that chance. You know what I mean? That's the difference I feel in the dynamic with somebody who's an older woman or possibly an older male. Sometimes you do have to have that time to learn for yourself, as opposed to being told, hey, do this, do that, because I already know. But
Can I trigger somebody real quick? Trigger the audience real quick. More often than not, a man is going to have a difficult time taking direction from a woman. That's just reality. That's just reality. I believe that women find it easier to listen to a man versus a man listen to a woman. When it comes from a directional leadership standpoint, I genuinely feel that not because of experience or whatever the case may be. You say what you want to say, but I think when it comes from a directional standpoint, somebody telling somebody else what to do, and being in that dynamic, men have a difficult time taking direction from a woman because we naturally supposed to be leaders.
Go ahead, Marcy.
I dated a guy 10 years older, and I dated a guy 10 years younger.
What was it?
I was very hesitant to date the guy that was 10 years young. I don't even know what he said. I'm going to ignore you. But the crazy part about it, the guy that was 10 years younger than I was in my 40s, was much more mature than the guy 10 years over me. And after speaking to the younger guy, and it was a friend of a friend, and we were just talking in a group. And I'm like, okay, this guy is intelligent. He had kids, and it's like he had set up the college funds for them when they were born, and just had a good head on his shoulders. But then the older guy was more so, I just want to be out here just having fun, play games and things of that nature. So I do believe there is something that is too young. And how when I think when they're saying that men are predators when they're with a younger woman or girl, it depends on her age and her maturity level as well. Because when you start getting them in their 20s and things, all women in their 20s are not mature. They're still out there. A lot of them want to party. Even if they're in school, they're still partying. They're not really setting life goals. And some of the young men, I want to say as well. So it depends on the people, the maturity level, what they're looking for. If they're just looking for a whole, and that's in the young person because they want to feel, sometimes a lot of older people want to feel younger, dating someone much younger. Okay. So it depends on the people and what you want to deal with.
All righty. Ella says he's looking for security. Donald says dating younger women can be careful because they can become stalkers.
Well,
how you know, Donald? How you know that? Wait a minute.
I don't mind spinning that round.
They may know who they are and are not looking to prove anything. A secure, intelligent man is wonderful, older, younger, the same age. It's a way to suggest a better way without hammering someone over the head.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Too much over here. Let me get that off of there. Hold on, y'all. I'm working here. All right. Want to play this other video? We're at the halfway point. Well, while we're at the halfway point, man, look, we got Dee Starks and Jordan Reeves on here with us from the Dee Starks Podcast. Okay, is doing some great things. All right, real quickly, guys, tell everybody how they can get to the podcast.
You can check us out on Spotify, iHeart, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, Facebook. You can check us out on Facebook. We got another platform. I can't remember what the name of it is right now, but you can check us out on Spreaker app. Yeah, you can check us out on all of those platforms. We don't hold back. Actually, sometimes we do hold back because we can only go so far, but we be going there.
Yeah, you can go real far on here. Okay, you can go very far. Okay,
very, very, very far.
You can.
You're gonna see them on.
I think we only hold back on the ABC group. Everybody else can just go in on.
The Dee Starks Show, correct?
Yeah, Dee Starks Show.
Yes, sir. I'll support them. All right, we got to do that. Okay, don't forget the Barter Black. Okay, Barter Black is a fantastic platform where you can talk to other entrepreneurs and you know use them, and they'll use you, of course, but use them. It's bartering. All right, it's a good initiative.
BarterBlack.io.
Let's go.
Have to check it out.
Is it true? Let's see. Trying to date before actually healing. Find the date before actually healing. Check
when
this
you were
out.
healing and you attract that person that might seem like the person of your dreams, you actually need to have the same discipline with that person and knowing that you actually not ready to healthily participate in your dreams. You need to be able to call within yourself that, hey, it's actually not even the season for me to get what I prayed for, bro, because I know I'm gonna mess it up. You know what I'm saying? Like that is a trial just as much as someone toxic coming into your life. Because if you healing, right, then that means you're not even who you want to be for your dream relationship. You feel me? And this ain't me saying that the life journey is ever over. You feel me? You learn, you grow, you evolve every day. But you know good and damn well, you can't show up for that person the way you want to show up for them because you could barely show up for yourself while you healing. And you take it on anyway. And you expect that situation to work out. You feel me? And you just as wrong as not guarding your heart towards a person who you know is going to f you over. You feel me? It's two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, that goes back to maturity too. I mean, it depends on how far along that person is, you know, on their maturity. I mean, because some folks can bounce back from a relationship fairly quickly and continue on. It depends on what the relationship was based on. You know, if it was based on trust and, you know, all the things that make a great relationship, then what he was talking about is dead on. But if it was just a lust relationship where we were just jumping in the bed and jumping bags and stuff, it's totally different. You know?
It's kind of like go ahead.
Nope, go
ahead.
It's
kind of like what Jordan was saying yesterday. You know what I'm saying? If you on a rebound and you know you're not ready for that person, you're gonna basically mess that relationship up. You know?
That's it.
Right, and that's still you know, like you said, because you're not healed, you're still broken. So you're taking pieces to that next relationship, and you might think, okay, I want to be in a better relationship because this one bombed, but because you still have some of those broken pieces, you're the toxic one, whether it was your fault, why the old relationship messed up or not. It doesn't have to have been your fault, but you're broken because you've gone through some things, and in your mind, in the new relationship, oh, John Doe did this to me. Okay, I'm in this relationship. Well, let me think. Is Sam gonna do it too? So you're not bringing your fullness. You're not trusting this person, and you can be a little cray-cray because you're looking at the new person, and you're thinking about what the old person did.
Yeah,
so you're not bringing the fullness and the positive, all the fullness of your positivity to the new relationship. So I really truly feel that if you're not totally healed yet, that you really need to back up, find out who you are, what part you played in the other relationship. So even if the other one was doing something, were you allowing that? Did you know? And were they going constantly doing the same thing? And you, okay, I'm gonna forgive you. Okay, well, I'm gonna look this way. Oh, well, you know, so you have a part in that as well. And
Right.
whatever it is, there is some type of part, not unless the person did A, B, and C, and you immediately, okay, I'm not gonna tolerate that. I'm out.
Yeah. I like to say it's knowing thyself.
Yeah.
Hey,
Level of expectation.
Glennis says the person you are while you are healing can be a different beast than the healthy you. The other person may not even be equipped for the healthy you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about healing, man. You got to heal first, all right? Don't bring those things into another relationship. Jamia says you have to know yourself and be honest enough with yourself to realize that you haven't healed.
Yeah.
You can't be selfish in this. You shout out to Trip Fontaine on that clip. He was one of my poets at the Inspired Soul shows. And you know what? I'm going to try to get some of these guys on here too. Definitely gotta. I want to have, and you guys as well. They'll come back, all right. But I want to get these guys on here, so I'm gonna be reaching out to these guys to come on to the show. And y'all know how I do. I'm gonna get them. And they're gonna come on here, and we're gonna have a what is it called? A hootenanny?
Oh, Lord, not a hootenanny.
That's funny.
Let's go.
Is that what you really want to do, though?
Yeah.
Hey,
do you want a hootenanny?
Dude, and if that's the case,
Not a hootenanny.
I can fill this poll panel up, 10 people on here, man. We go in 2 hours. We're gonna get it in. All right. Most definitely gonna get it in. Right? Because we can do that. See, D, Jordan, when y'all got this platform, y'all can go and do what y'all want to do. Y'all can go 5 hours if you want. It's on. It's
oh yeah,
on.
we definitely got to check it out.
Marcella said, get them for the On Location show. I read everything, Marcella. Y'all don't know why y'all keep putting that shit in there. You do that
That's
so
why
you
I don't
can
put
read
the
it.
juicy stuff in there, yo. I don't put the juicy stuff.
I don't
in
put
there.
juicy stuff in there either.
Hey, I can't wait.
All right.
But let's go to the next one, man. A man will make time for you if he actually likes you. Let's check this one out.
It's a lot of work, but in all actuality, you make time for what you want to.
Right.
I've never met a man who I genuinely was interested in, and I wasn't willing to be like, hey, I can carve out this amount of time for you.
Exactly.
And the men who are extremely busy, whether they have their own business or whether they're just picking up a bunch of hours, if they really with you, they will make time for you.
They're gonna make the drive too.
Exactly. So when people be complaining like, oh, well, I didn't see him in 2 weeks and he didn't call me in 2 weeks because he's so busy with work.
No, but
That's
he
not
ain't busy.
real.
He don't like
You're not
you.
important to him.
Exactly.
He really not with you like that because
Exactly.
they're gonna make time for what they want to.
Yep.
I believe that.
Believe that, yeah.
I'm sorry. No.
I don't know about
Greg,
that.
just because.
Come on, give me an explanation. Y'all said no.
Yeah, I need an explanation.
Yeah, for
I'll
real.
give you an explanation on that one.
In
My
my
turn.
opinion, really, when a man is truly on his purpose, it can take a lot out of that man. And
True.
if you're at a point in your life, especially if you're not living with somebody, and you have to go or travel or make an effort to meet them. I'm not talking about communicating because it's not hard to send a text or maybe have a 2-minute phone call conversation. But when you're talking about meeting people, having dates or exchanges or events and stuff like that, when a man is truly on his purpose, it can sometimes be very difficult for him to find time for women. And
That's
I
true.
think a lot of women don't understand that you don't even really want a dude that's gonna give you a gang of his time. No way.
But see,
Reality.
I believe that.
Here's my thing. And one thing about me, if I'm going into a relationship, I'm going into it honestly. I'm gonna tell you, hey man, this is what I do, this is what I'm doing. I don't have a lot of time, blah, blah, blah. But if you're down, we can do this. All right. But understand, I'm telling you this. Don't switch up 3, 4, 5 months down the line and be like, you never spend time with me, but I didn't spend time with you like that either. Okay. So I'm consistent. I'm consistent. And I told you this is what
You consistent with ignoring her?
I'm not ignoring her. Like I'm sending her texts and telling her, hey, baby, I can't make it right now. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing a film, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Understand what you're getting into. All right. Jeff, I'm quite sure you can speak on that. We don't have time all the time.
Yeah.
Well, y'all know my time and how much time I spend on the road. I can be in any city any given time. And Mary Ann, when we first met, of course, she was like, man, this dude. And when I lived in Texas, she was like, you in Alabama, you in everywhere, and what I started doing is just like you said, I made time. I said, hey, baby, come with me. Come on, roll with me. Let's make a weekend of it. She can roll with me. If she wants to go, she'll go. If she don't want to go, she'll stay at home. But I can go do what I need to do, and I don't have to worry about no crap later on. You know what I'm saying? Because she understands that I'm on my 100 game. So,
and I've been in that type of relationship, and he was in commercial real estate.
Mm-hmm.
And I just couldn't, my son was too young to continue to be flying out like every other day and going there. And that's what broke us up. But he did, when he was in town, he was trying to make, time to spend time with me, and then to spend time also with my son. And this wasn't his son. But it just got to be a lot. And I was younger at that point. But what I did like, and we didn't have cell phones in that day either, in those days. So it was like the landline, and okay, he had to stop to go somewhere to do a landline. Yeah. But what I did appreciate, he did make the effort, but traveling all over the country, going out the country constantly, I just, at that point, didn't want that lifestyle for my young son.
And that's great. That's fine. You do what you do. Okay. And yes, you guys are right. As Glenna says, she makes time for what she wants, her priorities, her schedule, her activities. That's all fine and good, right? But when you're talking about a relationship, you're talking about building a relationship. Okay, so isn't that a part of the building? We starting off, okay, you understand what I'm doing and this and that, okay, but as the relationship goes on, I'm getting more and more needing to be around you. You want to be around me, so I'm going to make time and do the priority. But right off the bat, I'm going to do my thing. I got to do what I got to do.
Right off the bat, because you know that's the person.
Because that's what building is, yo. When you get with somebody and you try to explain to them to build it, what I've come to realize is that people hear you when you say it, but they don't know the work that it takes behind it. So when you tell somebody, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna be transparent. This is what I'm going through with my wife right now, because the thing is, I told her I was building, and now since I'm out here, and I remember I told Greg about this. I said, well, my man, I told her, I said, I know what it would take to build Life Coach Jeff, and what it would take to take that to the next level. But the thing is, if I do it, I was honest, and I told her, I said, somebody gonna feel neglected. And I said, I don't want you to feel, well, I'm gonna say this too, though, Mo. I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna speak to that point, because I think I know what you're trying to say too. The thing is, it's not to say that time cannot be made, but the problem is that since I'm the only one doing majority of the movement, I'm being focused on. So this is why I said yesterday that I'm a firm believer of when you're with somebody, that spouse or that significant other should also have something that interests them too. Yes. So that's all the weight just isn't on that one person to always plan, always set up, always do. We're not. If I want to be single people set up stuff and try to say, what can we do for each other? Or what can I do for myself? Nah, I'm with you. So you should bear some of that burden of planning some quality time with us too. It shouldn't just fall on one person.
We're going over. We're going over it. All right.
When you do spend that time, it should be quality time. When you do get together, because if it's not even the time you do spend, if it's not quality time, that makes the heart separate as well.
So George got off in these private chats. He said, "What's the definition of enough time?" That's the question. 20 minutes, 20 hours, man. It can be 20 seconds. Okay. Look, whatever time that she requires. We can negotiate the time, all right, at the beginning. As we get to, as we build, okay, then it's going to get better. I know it's going to get better as we build, as we find out about who each other is. It's going to be That's just but in the meantime, we're going over a little bit, y'all, today, okay? Marcy, take
Hold up. Mo, we're going to go. All right, sorry, let's take a quick break, redirect, regroup.
Go ahead, Mo, real quick.
Real quick, I'm saying, but Jeff said it. Jordan actually said it too. Everybody said it at the beginning. Okay. Y'all got that cool relationship because you can communicate. That is a key to what's going to happen later on. because you have made it very, very clear what you do. And again, if you willing like me, I made provisions for you. And I said, hey baby, come on, roll with me. And we could be going from here to Arizona somewhere. You know what I'm saying? She's sitting right next to me. But at the beginning of that relationship, she knew what I did. So
but you also opened it up for her to spend time. So you were making time.
Exactly.
Even though you were working, you too.
Yeah.
You know what? Spending the time in there.
And if I'm digging you also, I'm gonna find time to balance both.
There we go.
But
you'll find time to balance both.
But that makes that bond solid when you
too much time is a killer. Too much time is a killer of a relationship. Too much time spent together. Let me tell you something.
Trying to tell you.
And y'all probably all been through it. You ever just been too close to a person all the time?
Yes.
And it ruins the relationship.
Yes.
Genuinely speaking, human beings need time alone. I don't care what you say. Everybody needs time by themselves. So if you're working, let's say people work swing shift, people work midnights, graveyard shifts, and another person works during the day, and you want to spend some time to yourself, or you got to gather your life or clean your house or get your oil changed, whatever, and you're navigating through your day and someone constantly wants to spend more and more and more time with you, that can be a killer of a relationship, because you're like, well, I have all these things going on and I'm trying to make the best of a situation that may not be the best situation to be in. And what happens is you end up starting to resent that person for wanting to spend as much time as possible with you.
Been there, done that. And I'm like, every time I'm looking around, like, wait, what? And I would go actually into a different room. They would drive out from Chicago every single day. And I'm like, okay, you got a life, you know, but they would be able to have their computer to do things at my home. But I was like, you know what? Not trying to be mean, but can you not come over here tomorrow and the next day and the next day? I don't need to see you. I do not need to see you every day and then wanted to be in the same room with me. You can be in the same house, but I don't have to. If I'm, you know, constantly all day, every day, that drove me bananas. But in the meantime, hey, coach.
Real quick. Glennis, she says, is it becoming needy, or is it as we go further into a relationship, you may want to be with the person more? Do you expand the groundwork you laid first? Let's get to that in a minute, okay? But now, Marcella.
Now? Okay.
Dang.
You been picking up all the time with your long ass comments, all right?
Coach Relevant, can we redirect, regroup, and refocus, please?
Yeah.
It's funny we kind of hit on this particular subject, because this was what I wanted my 1 minute thought to be about: balance, balance and time. You know, we have a lot going on, people. I see a lot of my people out here moving. I see a lot of my followers moving. I see a lot of the people that I'm associated with just creating time to get these things done. But burnout is real. You know, burnout is real. Take time to relax, take time to chill, take time to have those moments, whether you want to be with your spouse or a significant other or just alone, because as we stated, we need time alone as well. Take time to reset. Don't get so overwhelmed with work that it consumes you and it depletes you. You know, your visions are great, and your visions and your goals will be successful, but sometimes take time to slow down, because if you cannot be good, if you cannot be good for yourself, you cannot be good for others. And always remember that.
Not be good for yourself. You cannot be good for others. Okay, that's the life coach Jeff. Man, he's doing so much out there right now. Okay, Marcy's out there. Mo's traveling the road. I think he's building some highway behind him right as he drives. I don't know.
I'm building the ATM network inbox.
Show on here, man. They always doing some great work out there, man. We're doing a lot of great things out here. So just follow us and make sure that you're on point with everything that we're doing. All right. Got another video here. This one is if a woman doesn't feel safe, is the relationship over? I do that as a private chat. Okay, Jeff, I got you, man. But we're gonna keep going. He got to be gone at 8.
Yep, I got to be gone today.
Got you. No problem. We're gonna keep
I'm
going.
down with the crew.
I already know you were here. So we hold you down for another 15, 20, 25 minutes. Whatever Jordan and D got in him, and Marcy and Mo. All right. But here's the video. Check this out.
Making her feel safe is like one of the number one things.
That's why, as a woman,
because
you
she
gotta
let that
identify
guard
when
down.
you're losing respect for that man, because things can happen. You
Absolutely.
can begin to
You
lose respect
absolutely
for
have
that
to.
man, and if you don't address it
Right then, nip it in the bud.
then it will build resentment, and you will display it as disrespect in the relationship,
Yep.
and he will no longer keep you safe. And when you don't feel safe,
What's defined as safe?
Yeah,
you know?
that's how they say.
Yeah, what is
safe?
defined as safe to a woman? Marcy, can you answer that?
Yes, for me, safe is protection, whether it's physically, mentally. Can I talk to you about anything and know that it's not going to go elsewhere?
Right.
Am I safe to be able to talk to you about anything? Also, physical. If we're out somewhere and something jumps off, am I having to fight for both of us? Will you be? Look, I was on the west side of Chicago, and I was like, oh, somebody was like, wait, am I about to fight? Just are you? Do you cover me?
Right.
Okay.
Financially as
In
well.
any kind of way. If someone's out here and they're
matter
like
what.
dogging me out or meaning me harm, the words or whatever, will you cover me, or will you be like, oh yeah, Marcy, yeah, I understand. Yeah, Marcy like that, and Marcy, or will you be like, hold up, that's my woman.
Right.
So for me,
Pump your
safe
brakes.
can be a whole lot of different aspects.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jordan, D.
Hey, it's protection, and protection in woman. And like Marcy was saying, if you're out in the club and you got a dude, and a dude trying to hit your old lady, and she looking back, hey, look, you ain't gonna defend me. Hey, that ain't a dude that gonna be with that woman much longer. You know what I'm saying? She don't feel protected. So.
I'm gonna give an example. Can y'all hear me good? I had to do a headphone change. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give an example. I was out with my lady in Miami, and we was at a nightclub type of deal, and I had to step away to use the restroom. While I was gone, she was telling me, a dude tried to put his hands on her. So immediately she has to calm me down, because she knows, like, hey, I ain't from Miami. I get kicked out the club. It don't bother me none. But I said, who is it? Where is he? This, that, and the third. She was like, well, I don't know where he went. She played I don't know where he went card. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third, because she knows it's up now. If I gotta turn the whole spot up, then it is what it is. So women love to feel like they man is gonna step about them at any given time. Number one. Number two, that respect piece. If you got a woman that truly respects you, she'll never put you in a predicament to where you have to risk your freedom.
Yeah,
that's it.
Defending her, just bottom line. And once a woman loses respect for a man, like the lady said in the video, it's a wrap. There is no getting the respect back, in my opinion. Once it's gone, it's gone. It's it, because a woman can't be with a man that she don't respect. And I said this yesterday, for women it's about love a lot of the time. For men it's about respect. You can love a man all you want, but if you don't respect them, bottom line, you won't be able to have a successful relationship with them. It's just it.
Facts. I agree.
I was out with a guy, and it was a young guy. I had no
Hold on, because I know it's gonna be long.
It was.
I'm not saying that. But I was looking at Glennis. Okay, it's my heart sake. That's so important. Okay, because that woman's heart doesn't feel safe with you. The shit's over. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Tasha, beautiful woman. I've loved this woman forever. Okay, it's my friend though. Then why would she mention it, knowing that her man is a pop-off?
Because she shares information with me transparently.
Right.
That's bottom line, whatever the case may be, whether you know what I'm gonna do or what I'm not gonna do, share the information with me, because if I were to find out, and let's say I didn't find out, obviously, if I were to find out then now I'm looking at you like, why wouldn't you share this with me? Something
That's what I was
happened
just-
to you,
Right.
Yeah.
and there's no transparency as to, you know, what happened. I got a problem with that.
Right.
And you know what's so interesting about this too, real quick, is that have y'all noticed that since we've been talking, there's in the chat, there's many definitions of what safe is to a woman.
Yeah.
But have you ever noticed that to a man with respect, it's a straight line meaning of what respect is? Women have many meanings to the things that they want to define because they're multifaceted. But as far as men, we don't have that many definitions of or many answers to what it is that we want. You know what I mean? I think that I always wondered, like, you know, a woman, she wants to be safe in so many ways. She wants to be protected in so many ways. You know what I mean? I'm having a question. As men, do you feel that puts pressure on us to try to be able to cover so many different facets? Because, you know, as people, you know what I mean? We are, as people, as human beings, male and female, we are strong and we are weak in some areas. You're not going to be perfect in that. So what if somebody can't do something in one way? Or what if somebody struggles with something? Is that going to be just an automatic deal breaker? Or is that going to be something that you're going to find in relationship to relationship? You know what I mean?
You know what?
Yeah, I mean,
you
it's
work on those
communication.
things.
Yeah.
The burden of performance for men, in my opinion, should always be high. It should always be high. The reality is, as a man, you should be ready to perform at any given time. That's why you work on yourself throughout life, so that you don't have to get ready when that time comes. You stay ready.
True. I agree.
Jamia had a comment. She said she had a boyfriend that gossiped with other women about her. I'm like, well, what the hell? He told secrets that she thought was safe. He didn't defend her against them.
Have us.
And once she lost respect for him, it had to end because her tone with him had changed, and the way they looked at the way she looked at him was not. And Angie agrees.
Agree.
Yeah, I mean, this shit is hard, man. It's hard. Life Coach Jeff, I know you got to get out of here, man. You want to say something before you roll?
I just want to say this. You know what? I've enjoyed the conversation with everybody. Dee enjoyed. Hey, man, y'all some good brothers, man. Y'all add some real good dynamics to this relationship show, and I thank you. And I can't wait to join y'all. Real talk. But I just want to tell everybody, you know, when it comes down to relationships, just know once again, like we say every week, nothing's perfect. You know what I mean? Continue to work on you. You know what I mean? And be ready when you're ready to share you with somebody else. You know, and to the person on the other side, you know, be ready to accept the person for who they are, or if y'all make a choice to grow together, be receptive to what another person is saying, because there are some things that a person can see that you might not be able to see, and vice versa.
Right.
So when you get into a relationship or marriage, especially marriage, just be open to what your partner is saying, because growth is not a one-sided area. It's a two-sided coin.
Let's go. It's a shame you're leaving, man, because this question I'm coming up with it right now.
What you got? Hold on. Let me see. Let me just answer first. What you got, though?
Could you be truly compatible?
Could you? Okay.
I'm not done. I ain't done. That's only part
You say that's it?
No.
That's it? Could you be truly compatible?
Truly compatible with your woman. RC, you might want to cover your ears with that. If the WAP was terrible.
Oh, come on, man.
My
My thing is, I'm gonna tell you this.
Terrible.
You hear? Well, it's kind of like what was that? It was a movie. It was a show I was watching on Netflix where the dude was a politician or whatever, and he would always last for like 30 seconds. He needed to watch porn or whatever, and then he sleep with her, and then he just and then done very quickly. That's what I would define as terrible sex to a woman. A woman does like longevity. But most women you talk to, they don't want to sit up here and go 2 hours at a time or 1 hour of passion. You know what I mean?
Answer the question, Life Coach Jeff. Would you still be compatible if the WAP was terrible?
I think. Look, I'm gonna say no, because I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna tell you why. Here you go. Well, how much time I got? I got 30 seconds. I'm gonna say no because a lot of what we look at as far as emotion, it is based off sex. We do base a lot of how we feel about a person based on that physical connection that we have. You know, it is nice to have a mental connection with somebody. It's nice. And I feel that should be the baseline when you're going through. But if the mental connection is strong enough, you can make it through some terrible sex and then you could talk to somebody and coach. But 9 times out of 10, people want sex and they want good sex. I ain't trying to be toxic. I'm just keeping it real. People want good sex.
That is the icing on the cake.
I got to go. I love y'all.
I'm just saying. And I'm gonna say like I,
peace out, y'all.
Peace, man.
All right.
I'm saying like I said earlier. You know, sooner or later, if you're blessed, you're gonna get old. That's gonna go away. You know, so it's gonna.
Yes,
go
Greg.
The physical's gonna go away.
It ain't going away. If I got to get
you're in a relationship long enough,
it ain't going away. I will
popsicle sticks and some tape.
I will brace that mug.
Splinters.
Glennis says, as women, are we protecting our man, his heart, his spirit, his thoughts? And guys, do you expect that? I personally, I don't expect that. I mean, I expect her to respect me as I respect her.
Yeah, respect.
You know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, if that's what she does, great. You know, but I, as the man, I'm going to try to protect her. I want to soothe her soul. I want her soul to be perfectly fine with everything that I'm doing. All right. You soothe the woman's soul, she'll be yours forever. Deontay Gooch says, I pray it don't go away, man.
Hey,
I know you do.
I'm giving y'all the advice.
Next question.
There's some duct tape.
hold on real quick. I was thinking about this. And you said, can you truly be compatible if the sex is bad? And I think that in an extent you can. Obviously, you'll probably go somewhere else to get the sex. But for an example, let's say Target is your favorite store, okay? But you can't buy, you know, something that you can't buy from Target. Let's say you can't buy something from Target. Well, now you go to Walmart to get it, or you go to Kohl's, or you go to Sam's Club, or you go to Costco. Target is your favorite store, but you may have to go to another place to get something different, and that's all that is. Realistically, if a woman is doing everything that she can for you, hitting on all cylinders except the sex, I don't feel like it's worth leaving that woman just because the sex is bad. Because you may go find another woman and the sex is good or the sex is great and whatever the case may be. But does she also have those other attributes as that one woman that you're hitting on all cylinders with? Because most of them don't.
And the definition of bad sex, okay? I mean, you gotta contemplate what the definition is, okay? And can that person be taught to love you?
And see, that's what I was just going to say, because we can flip that for, you know, how we feel about the man. And we touched on this on another show. Can that person be taught? Because, you know, there's different things. You got your hand raised. You know, you come from different areas and different ways of doing things. So different people like different things. So again, like Jordan said, or Greg, can that person be taught? And normally, yes, I would think, if they're willing to be, you know, taught of what it is that you like and how you like it.
Some different things. Go ahead, Mo.
Like I said at the beginning of the relationship, those things that happen at the beginning of the relationship will form, and you should be able to get over something like sex. You should be able to get past it. That right there, to me is not a game changer. It's not a killer of this relationship, because I value my peace too much. I value, you know, the love she's giving me and I'm giving to her too much. And, you know, it's not a killer to me. I've been married, you know, 30 some years. So, I mean, my whole thing is that I understand and she understands that the last thing I would want to do is hurt her. And I think, matter of fact, I know if I stepped out of this relationship and did something stupid, like when I had sex with somebody else, there's going to be problems. You take something that's a dream and turn it into a nightmare. You bring your own problems.
Let me add some stuff to that, okay? So
okay, go ahead. You know, have a devil's advocate.
Well, no, it's actually another question. Your partner, they want to experiment and try an open relationship. Do you go for it or do you leave?
You
Yeah,
ask for pain, you ask for a
Absolutely
headache.
not saying
no, I'm not bringing another man in my room.
No.
No. Hell
It's a double standard on that one, bro.
Bruh, you said
Another-
no. I'm not bringing.
Another man don't want to see another man's balls just.
Okay, Greg. Okay.
That's a heavy double
You
standard.
don't even
man.
want to imagine that. You don't even want to imagine.
Thank you, Glennis. Adios.
Glennis, you know I love you, girl. Man, no, I'm with you, D. And you know every man's fantasy is to have two women and this and that. But if she want to flip the script and say I'm gonna bring another, no, I can't.
It's a double standard, Greg. That's what I was just saying. It's
double
one of the
standard.
biggest double standards in the book.
You're
But
right.
I think if you respect the woman, you won't want to bring another woman in your room. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like I
So
said,
if
you
I
love her.
truly love that woman,
That's right.
I'm not doing that. But if somebody I'm just playing with, okay, it's free game. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
if I love you and I respect you, like it ain't gonna go down like that.
it ain't gonna go down like that. Right.
Baseball bats clinking and stuff.
I'm with Angie.
accidentally.
Still
Like,
standing.
nah,
No.
nah,
absolutely not.
man.
Swords buffing. Boom, 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 boom.
Thank you, Ella.
I was talking to like I said yesterday, I was prefacing a conversation that I had with one of my coworkers, one of my drivers to be specific. And it's very difficult for somebody to serve two masters. And she said, "What you mean by that, Jordan?" I said, "Well, listen, I said, you got a dude as a woman, you got a dude that you really like, that you really care about, this, that, and the third, and you step out on him, and another dude turn you out. Well, you're no longer serving that other man that you was with, that you love and cared about so much, because your mind is with this other man.
Facts.
You can't serve, and me just speaking on the context of a woman, because it's a double standard, like I said earlier, Greg. A woman can rarely serve two men or more than one man at a time completely. It's gonna be difficult. You're gonna have some problems, especially if one man is inherently better than the other, because people are naturally better than others in some regard. If one man is better than the other man, you can't serve both of them. Something's gonna fall through the cracks. Something's gonna slip. That's just what it is.
I don't want to think about it.
Nature the beast.
Hey, Glennis said it's still COVID out.
For real.
Glennis, is that the only reason? Because it's COVID? If it wasn't COVID, then you okay with that?
I got one more video.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna play it. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it, all right?
You can be dope as fuck and still get played. You can be everything a man or a woman says they want in you. This ideal, submissive, docile, this, that, and the other. You can be the provider. You can be all these different things, and a man will put in all that energy, all that effort, prove that he ain't like those other men, just to play your. This is why when you are doing those upgrades, when you are healing yourself and you are improving yourself, it is fundamental that you are doing it for you. For you. Because if you start changing who you are, especially on the internet, we hear it. We hear all the guys on the internet telling you what you should be if you want a man. And guess what? All those in shape, submissive, cook and clean, suck twice a day, women are still getting their cheated on. So I just want you to love who you are, do the things for you, and then those things will follow. And the reason why I say that is...
Yeah, you got a point.
100%
point.
Man, listen, I just told y'all. I just told y'all. It's one of the biggest double standards. Men gonna say what they want in a relationship, 100%. And women can be everything that they want to be to a man. But I would say reality, majority of men still gonna have an itch that they may want to scratch from time to time. You could be the best woman in the world. You could be the best woman in the world. You could be the ideal woman, 100%. You hit it on all cylinders. And a man still may step out and cheat. But I think the reality of it is, and I'm not saying it's right, but the reality of it is a man is not going to feel the same way about a woman when he's sleeping with her as a woman will feel about a man when she's sleeping with him.
Right.
The only women, and I told my coworker this, the only women that can truly have sex without catching no feelings, most of the time those women are prostitutes. That's the bottom line. Most of the women who could just have sex as an exchange, they're prostitutes.
$5
Most women are
fucking-
gonna catch feelings.
Facts.
Damn.
That's crazy.
And that's why I said when a woman cheat on you, man, it's over. Because
Mm.
now she got feelings for another man.
Well,
It's
she done
over.
felt another man anyway.
And I'm just going to say this. You do have some women out there that are not prostitutes. They're out there for what they can get. And it's not, I guess it is kind of prostitute because you're still getting something
what
for
I'm
your
saying.
services. So it's not the typical prostitute where
Well,
they're actually walking the streets or in a brothel or something. But yeah, I guess so. You are
I don't think you
prostitute.
got to call them prostitute because it's some women just like man. You know, they just want.
Yeah.
They just want sex. You know what I'm saying? They don't want
They,
relationships. So
I would use another word, but it might be more triggering than prostitute.
What, hoe?
Nah, the whore word, the W word.
Oh, well, I just
You know
took
what I'm
the W. I just took the W and the RE off. I just said it like we do. in the streets.
That's what it is.
Yes, sir.
Cause think about it. Think about it. Women are more emotional creatures when it comes to anything. Reality speaking, if you could lay down with a man one day and lay down with another man the other day and then lay down with another man the next day, you've been biologically wired to have sex transactionally. And most women are biologically born to want one man. You don't really see a bunch of women like, oh yeah, I want 3 husbands, 4 husbands, 5 husbands. You don't see that, but you will see a dude like, hey, I kind of want 2, 3 shorties. You know what I'm saying?
You're right, man. Hey, Glennis says, hey, man, love yourself. You are gloriously made. Enjoy yourself. Sweep the dust off your feet. Man, look. Again, and she says, some women can be adventurous and stretch yourself. Not a prostitute. I may just be friendly. We man, look, we enjoy you guys when y'all come on the show, man. It's always we went a little over today, but I think it was necessary. We had to get some of this
Very
stuff.
necessary.
Again, man, Dee Starks Podcast, man, with Dee Starks, Jordan Reeves, and a host of others. Man. These guys they're gonna be on every day soon. I'm telling y'all, okay. Support these guys. Listen to what they have to say because they're saying and talking about things that the average person don't want to. Well, they want to hear, but they're scared to talk about it. These guys talk about it, and they talk about it very, very, very intelligently. So check out the Dee Starks Podcast, man. You guys are welcome. Y'all know this. Anytime we doing. Matter of fact, Marcy, Mo, Gina, Jeff. Whenever we doing relationships, I'm gonna hit them up. I want them to come on. They got to come on.
Sounds
with us.
good. Sounds good to me.
And I want to do a sit down with all of us together. All right. Set that up as I'd love to do it by and bring the New Year's in doing that.
That would be too cool. That would be
but I don't know if I can pull it off right now. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta check Mo's schedule too.
I
fly me, Greg.
I took the first week off in January, so New Year's to the first week off in January, I'm good. So.
Yeah, I just want to sit down. We're gonna tape it. We're gonna have it taped. I'm gonna have 3 cameras in there. We're gonna tape it, and we're gonna make sure that people can come into the new year. But I'm gonna work on that starting tomorrow and see if I can if it can be pulled off. If it can, I'm definitely gonna get with you guys and get with you guys as well out there that watch the show that can come to the spot and hang out and let's have an intelligent discussion about relationships, Black relationships, and how we can navigate the waters. You know what I mean? Jordan, I'm going, bro.
Oh man, I don't really got no much else to say. I was thinking about some of the topics and I'm like, man, it's crazy. A lot of people will never admit to certain things. A lot of people that you can't. There is no reasoning with through logic, and that's kind of how I have to do things in life. You gotta reason through things with logic. If this, then that. If not this, then that. You know what I'm saying? I think that reality is people like to live in delusion. It's comfortable there. It's comfortable there to tell yourself whatever you want to hear, or to even manipulate another person into telling them what they want to hear. So this is interesting. Talking about the relationship piece is definitely interesting because now we see it every day. We see it all the time. We've developed this like sneaky link culture. where nobody really loves nobody, but everybody is sleeping with everybody. And it's doing a detriment to our society because I believe women are getting hurt in tremendous numbers. They're getting hurt in tremendous numbers, and if those women are also having kids and those kids are coming from single households, the kids are suffering in tremendous numbers. So having these real conversations about relationships, sexual dynamics, men and women, what people actually want versus what they say they want is definitely needed to get back to the reality piece. I told this is the last time I'm gonna reference that conversation. I told my coworker, she said something to me, and I said, at the end of the day, you picked them. Women control the sexual marketplace. Women control everything when it comes to sex. If y'all say no, then it's not a thing. But if y'all agree and y'all indulge, then I mean that's the reality of it. A man can only do what a woman is gonna allow him to do.
Let's go. And you're probably gonna be the one to host that show too when we do it. All right.
Yeah.
Most definitely. D, what you got, bro?
Hey, Joy mostly summed it up, man. But on this relationship piece, man, we come out with communication and respect, man. When you go into relationship, so when you get into a relationship with another person, you get respect and communication. Communication is the key. If you communicate off the top of the relationship and you let people know what's going on, your relationship may last longer, or you may not waste your time. Because time is something you can't get back.
That's true. That's so true.
Absolutely. Mobo.
Man, you know me and my relationship stuff. I mean, I dig everything that's being said, and the one thing we always come back to is the communication and respect. Jeff said it first. Men like it linear, women have multifacets, and what we got to do is find that happy medium in a relationship, and that's being open and communication with each other. So you find that happy medium, and you found your woman. A lot of people don't know they run around with their woman as their best friend. They don't know that, they run around with the one they're supposed to be with for the rest of their life. Communication is definitely key.
Compromise too. A lot of people don't like to compromise.
That's true. A lot of people don't like to give it up to give.
Yeah, people look at compromise as being something negative.
Or weak.
But I want to touch on what Dee and Moby both said about the communication and respect. If you don't, first of all, you have to respect yourself. If you don't respect 100%. Yourself, how can you expect others to respect you? So learn to respect yourself.
Absolutely. You know what? All relationships, and this is just my opinion, are built on loyalty, support, and trust. All right. And if you're in a close, committed relationship, you add love to that equation as well. The mutual respect and the reciprocation of all of those qualities is important to make sure that you have what you're looking for. All right. And at the end of the day, everybody quit looking for love. God's going to bring it to you. He's going to bring him to you. So, you pray on it, let it go. It's going to be all right. And it's great to have these open discussions, as Jordan said, because a lot of people don't talk about it. And if you keep it bottled in, you're never going to understand the whole dynamics of having or getting to a great relationship, a great life. Sometimes, if you talk to someone and you get their opinion, you're going to really know who that person is now, okay? As opposed to you always running the conversation, cutting them off and this and that. Let them say what they got to say. Then he'll listen in turn, all right? Once you got that understanding, man, you guys on the road to a great relationship. Man. Seriously, most definitely. Dee Starks, Jordan Reeves, the Dee Starks Podcast, man, we thank you guys for coming through, hanging out with us, man. Again, y'all know this is home right here, okay? And I cannot wait to get back on the show. I can't wait to see you guys doing your visual podcast as well. Let's get it going. Let's go.
All right.
We're working on it, man. We're going to do it. We're going to do our thing.
No doubt. Mo, Marcella, we had a great week, man. Now, tomorrow, I'm doing a special show. There's a guy who came from hometown, Gary, Indiana. He's had a different type of life. Okay, he's been in jail. He's done a lot of things. He's gone from rags to riches. His name is ML Underwood. He'll be here tomorrow. a special show on a Friday. We never do a Friday show. We're gonna do a Friday show tomorrow. Well, at least I am. I don't know what the availability for Marcella, Mo, or Jeff is, but they want to come through. It's cool. If you guys want to come through, join the let me know, man. Y'all come through. It's all good. But ML Underwood will be here, and have a good time with him. All right, homeboy. I've been knowing him forever, and he's doing some great things out there. But until then, man, it's Dope Living TV Live, and we will see you guys
next time.
There you go. Next time. Thank you, Marcy. Next time. All right. We'll see you guys. Hey, Dee Starks Podcast. Y'all check it out. All right. I'm going to say it.
The Dee Starks Show, right?
Dee Starks Show, baby. Check us out, man.
Cool.
Make sure y'all do it. Okay, I keep saying podcast. It is a podcast, damn it.
It is a podcast.
But it's the Starks Show. You're right.
Starks Show.
All right. Dope Living TV Live, man. We'll see you guys next time. All right. Peace.
Yeah.